Hi everyone, my name is Heather and I'm the person behind Happy Puppy Truffles. Today I wanted to share with you guys a kind of arrangement origami that you can do for the spring Easter season right now. And this is a swan dish, and we've done the traditional origami before. It has this nice little section in the back where the wings pop out that would be perfect for jelly beans, almonds, any kinds of fun goodies that you can think of that are great for this time of year. But I thought I'd show you guys how you can make a nice kind of sturdy dish with your paper here, using some bigger, thicker paper. Now, folding with this kind of paper can always be a challenge, so you probably want to have, I like to use a ruler. If you have fingernails, that works great too, but it really hurts your fingernails after a while, so that can be kind of bad. But I like using a ruler because it just gives me something that I can kind of help crease with. You can buy fancy origami tools that are basically the same thing. If you really want those, that's fine, but I think they're a waste of money. But I'm using Basil craft paper, or scrapbooking paper. I think this is about, how much is this? 30 by 30 centimeters, I think. I'll have to double check. Don't know for sure. Wait, I have a ruler. Hold on. It's about 30.5 centimeters, so just a little over 30. And I'm going to use this to fold the swan dish. Now, if there's a side that you want to consider the front, you want to have that facing down. And I'm just going to first start off by folding my paper in a big triangle here. And you want to kind of do your best to get things lined up, of course. It helps to first start the crease at the center and then work your way out to the tip. Open it up, do the same thing going the other way too. And the better you can get these creases, then the better things are going to look when we're done here. So you want to take your time to make sure you're getting good creases with everything. And I'm still just using my hand right now, but you can use a ruler to help get that going here. Open it up, and then I'm going to go ahead and take and fold the outer edge towards the center. And you want to try to get a nice point if you can, and then get all of this to start in the middle, and then use anything you need to kind of get a good solid crease. And then do the same thing on this side too. And I know you can't really see, but I'm working this point down on the end and then pulling this part up. You don't want to get too close to the middle because we are going to fold everything in half here. So give yourself a little breathing room. It doesn't need to be exact. So you get something like this. Big triangle. Then I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to fold in half on that crease that I've made. Flip it over again. Take these pockets and pop them open. When I do this, this crease is already here, so that's easy. That part's already done. But then what I'm doing is creating a nice diagonal crease that goes right up here to the tip. So try to work your way along and keep it as straight as you can, because we really want to try to get to a nice point up here if we can. As close to the tip as we can get it. And then do the same thing on this side too. So you get a nice kind of shape like this. Now I want to go ahead and take two of these two tips that you see over here, not the shorter ones. And I'm going to fold over. I'm treating this as one section actually when I do this. What I want to do is fold up to a point that's about halfway between where you can see this edge is back here and this tip. And if you're not sure exactly where that is and you don't want to just eyeball it, you can just give yourself a little guide by pinching it just a little to kind of give you an idea of where to go. This is not an exact fold. It's more for, proportions and everything, so it's okay if you don't get this exactly right. But this is a really hard crease. There's a lot of paper here, so you want to take your time to get a good crease going there. And then I want to take this part and fold it back out again. And this time I want to try to shoot for getting it about a third of the way. And I find actually when you do this, it almost makes that so that you're just lining up even with that edge that's behind even a little bit. Try to get that crease down. And then we're going to fold everything in half. Just kind of pull the edges down as you do this. don't worry about making anything here too creased yet, because what we're going to do is I'm going to pinch the head, holding onto the tail section here, and I'm going to pull things up to create a new angle for the head. And you want to try to get an angle here, treating this point right here as the center. It's probably good to get it at a point so that it's kind of like creating a nice little right angle here. And once you get that, then you can smush everything down. Get this stuff kind of smoothed out. And then the head I want to push out, keep it together as much as I can, and kind of pull it out to create a nice little head. And then once I've got a nice angle that I'm happy with, I can crease it down. Keep things as flat as you can. Really try to create some good creases right on the edge. And in this case, you know, I'm creasing it so much I'm making the texture go away. That's okay. We want to make it really nice and solid. So we've got most of the bird done. Now what we want to do is add the little bit of a foot that you see down at the bottom here that allows this to stand up. And this can be a little tricky. You want to try your best to find a good angle. And right at this moment, the bird sometimes tends to be a little heavy because of the head of the beak. But if you put some things inside, then it'll get its balance right. So we're going to just go ahead and put stuff here. So if you think you're going to be using this like as a flower display, or whatever you're going to be putting in there is really light, you might want to hide a little something heavy, a couple rocks or something down in the bottom. Oh look, this was, see, it kind of falls down. It has a tendency to do that a little bit. But you've got this nice big pocket over here. You can kind of poof it out a little, and this one over here. So it makes a great way to kind of keep, I mean, that could hold a lot of goodies, I think. And this is such a pretty design that you could have, you know, a few of them all over your table. You could even make one for every guest and have goodies inside. Lots of fun things you could do with this for sure. And I'm going to actually just add a little bit of extra by putting some decorative elements right here on this wing space. And I guess I was kind of imagining some of the porcelain kind of birds that my grandmother had when I was a little girl that had little flowers on them and stuff. So I've got a nice lilac little swan here, and I was going to put some pretty little really pale blue flowers on here. And I'm going to use the primrose origami pattern because that just is such a sweet, simple, cute little flower. And then we could glue it on, and if you want you can use like accents. I'm going to see how it looks. I'm not sure. I have some rhinestones, but I'm not sure if that's going to look right. I know like if you had like some pearls that you could use as decorative pieces, that could look really pretty. So I just don't happen to have any. But let me show you guys how to put on the little primrose though here. You do want to have them kind of small. Maybe I'm thinking maybe about 4 to each side, so a total of 8. Let's see what we can do here in terms of size. So I found that easiest kind of math-wise, I just kind of guesstimated a couple times, and this will give me 3 on each side, but I used basically 1/16 of a 15 by 15 centimeter piece of paper. So this is 3.25 by 3.25 centimeters, and then I just made 6 of these, and I was just going to kind of glue them on here in a random little way to kind of create my little space here. And you can use any kind of glue and any kind of paper or decorative kind of element you want to have. There's so many different ways that you could decorate this and make it fun. So, you know, you could tie a ribbon around it. You could, so many different things we could do really that would make it pretty. So this could be used, you know, for, like I said, for Easter. It can be used for weddings. It can be used for so many different fun things. And you can even have kids make their own if they wanted to use like construction paper. That can work really great too, to give a nice, really thick base. But you can kind of see the nice effect of having those flowers there on the sides. I'll put some on the other side here too. And I even put some little rhinestones on the flowers. It makes such a pretty little effect. And like I said, like if you had some kind of pearl sort of designed kind of ones that might look even cooler. But yeah, this is just kind of a fun way to use a really standard traditional origami, decorate it, make it bigger, and use some thicker, stronger materials to make something that you can use in real life. So I hope you guys can find lots of fun uses for this, and I'll have some more fun projects to share with you guys in the days to come. Thanks again always so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.